This Valentine's is Saturday. Surprise your sweetheart with a homemade treat. Christy Rost shares her recipe for a Grand Marnier Bundt cake.
Hi, I'm Christy Rost. I have a special Valentine dessert for you today. Grand Marnier Valentine Bundt cake. This heart-shaped, floral stamped cake is so yummy and is finished with a decadent Grand Marnier syrup. I have 1 1/4 cups of flour, and to that I'm adding a ½ teaspoon of baking powder, just a pinch of baking soda, and a ½ teaspoon of salt. And I stir these together until they're well blended. Meanwhile, in the mixer, I have 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which is soft, and 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and I'm creaming this. And then to this, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of fresh orange zest. So I use my microplane and just grate off the orange zest. And then I'm going to add this in to the butter and sugar mixture because the granules of the sugar will help to extract all that beautiful orange flavor from the zest. Then I let this cream for about 8 minutes till it's really light and fluffy. And then I'll add in 2 eggs, 1 at a time, beating between each one. Next I add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 2 teaspoons of Grand Marnier to this butter mixture. 1 and 2. Okay, so make sure that's blended. And then I can begin to add in the flour mixture. So I'll add in part of this. Let that mix just a little. There we go. And then I add that alternately with milk. I have 2 tablespoons of milk. I'll add a little more of the flour mixture. And then the remainder of the milk. And you always want to end with some of the flour mixture. It binds up all those fat molecules. So we'll add in the rest of the flour. And then beat this until it's nice and creamy, and you're all set. The secret to successfully getting the cake out of this heart-shaped pan is using a non-stick spray that has flour in it. So I've sprayed it really well, and now I'm going to transfer the batter into the pan. And you know, people always email me afterwards. They say, so Christy, I live at high altitude. Will this dessert work at high altitude? The answer is yes. This Valentine cake will work whether you're at low or high altitude. In the meantime, I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I put the rack, the wire rack in the oven, in the middle of the oven, okay? Then, as you're heading to the oven, go ahead and give it some good pats on the bottom, and that will kind of even out the cake and let it settle into the design on the bottom. So 350, I'm going to bake this for 30 to 33 minutes. Then bring it out and allow it to cool almost all the way on a wire rack. Once the cake has almost completely cooled, then remove it from the pan and allow it to cool the rest of the way. Then whisk together 1/2 cup of sifted confectioner's sugar with 1/4 cup of Grand Marnier, and you'll have a Grand Marnier syrup. Brush this very lightly, gently over the cake and allow it to absorb. And then when you're done, just set the cake aside for a couple of hours to let the syrup set. served as is or with a final flourish. Grand Marnier Valentine Bundt Cake is an impressive grand finale to any Valentine's celebration. Happy Valentine's Day. Take care, bake some joy.
Oh, Christy Rost, I heart you. For all of Christy Rost's recipes, visit her website, christyrost.com, and I bet you will find something you're gonna wanna make this week.